the latest that we're getting from authorities. This is the third press conference of the day. Now the charges being announced. Crimo now facing 7 counts of first-degree murder. If convicted, he will face life in prison without a chance of parole here. They're not taking any chances in this case. Some very, very large charges being brought up against the alleged gunman. I want to break down all of the latest here, not only about these charges, but about the investigation underway. Fox 32's Casey Cronus joining us live now. Behind you, Casey, is a crowd of people that have showed up to listen to this announcement.
That's right. Dozens of community members here in Highland Park came today just to see this press conference and to see these charges get announced here. We're near the corner of Green Bay and Central. Just feet away is where those shots all unfolded yesterday, and chaos erupted here at the 4th of July parade. So not only are there dozens of media outlets here, but also dozens of people who live here in Highland Park and who are so heartbroken and so disturbed and angry by what transpired here that they wanted to come and hear for themselves as those charges were announced. And once the Lake County State's attorney announced those 7 counts of first-degree murder filed against Crimo, that audience erupted in applause. Those community members here all started clapping. So that's what's been going on behind me here. Community members now starting to disperse after hearing what was just announced in that press conference.
Casey, like I said, this is one of several press conferences that we've had. The last one really focusing on the identities, the victims in this shooting. We're learning more about them, and you have been following that today, too.
That's right. We now know there are 7 people who were shot and killed here yesterday. Now, 2 of those victims, it's a really horrific and unfortunate situation, and an update to what we were reporting yesterday when we were sharing an image of a little boy, a 2-year-old, who was lost at the parade, could not find his family, was too young to know his parents' names or even be able to relay his own name. So community members rushed him to safety and cared for him while they put out on social media looking for his relatives. Now, we unfortunately learned today that both his mom and dad were shot and killed yesterday. They were 2 of the victims, Irina and Kevin McCarthy. Irina was 35 years old. His dad, Kevin McCarthy, 37 years old, excuse me. Again, both of them gunned down here yesterday at this parade. That little boy now left with this unimaginable loss, not just of one of his parents, but both of his parents in the same day. Now, community members who took that little boy in and were trying to find his relatives started a GoFundMe account. We will say he has been reunited with his grandparents. So that little boy is safe. He is with his grandparents. Meantime, that GoFundMe account has already raised, at last check just a few minutes ago, more than $600,000.
I have it up on the screen right now, Casey. It's pretty unbelievable because when it first started, I think they were hoping to get $150,000, or that was what you saw last. Now, $666,000. They have a massive goal that they have already surpassed, and you can understand why. Just a devastating story, and this is just one of many. As we know, there's 7 people that were shot and killed, and then 30 plus injured as well.
That's right. There is so much healing to do in this community. And earlier we spoke with some of the witnesses who were here yesterday when those shots rang out. And they tell me they are still just beginning to process what they witnessed, what they experienced, what they heard, what they felt. We talked to one man who was here with his 9-year-old daughter, and he actually lives in the apartment building above one of the businesses here on Central Avenue. And he was down on the ground, though, with his daughter, daughter actually sitting in front of the pancake house, very close to where the shooter was. Little did he know that shooter was just feet away from him upstairs on a nearby business's roof. He said he knew immediately that those were gunshots. He grabbed his daughter. They ran through a back alley around some parking lots. Because they live on this block, he knew kind of how to maneuver in the fastest way possible back to his apartment, and that is where they stay. They did not leave at all last night, just hunkering down and trying to process what they witnessed.
Yeah, Casey, you've been following this the past 2 days, and just explain for all of our viewers who maybe are not familiar with Highland Park and this type of location, just give us an idea of the community out there and how they're feeling.
Yeah, so Highland Park is in the north, on the north side of Chicago. It's one of the suburbs just north of the city, very close to the lake. You know, there's actually quite a few news crews from Wisconsin, because it's not too far from the border there. So it's Lake County. That's where Highland Park is. Small city, very tight-knit community. So many of the people who we spoke with, not only did they grow up here, their parents grew up here, they raised their kids here. So a very tight-knit community that, you know, many people say this in their own communities. They never think it will happen where they live. That's kind of what was echoed all day yesterday, is the residents here never imagined this unfolding, you know, in their quaint city.
Yeah. And once again, the investigation still underway. They are asking, law enforcement is asking for the community's help. Anyone with photos or videos or firsthand accounts, they're asking for them to come forward to assist in this case. It is 7 counts of first-degree murder, but dozens of more charges likely to be filed as well. Casey, last thoughts?
Yeah, you know, our hearts are, of course, with all of the victims, their families, and the community members here. Something that officials said during this press conference that wrapped up just a few minutes ago was that they are overcome by the generosity of the community here, that despite this tragic incident, despite everyone's shock and sort of inability to process what's been going on, they have managed to come together here. So that's my final thought that I'll leave you with.
All right, Fox 32's Casey Coronis, great reporting. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you.